Hi, Pisces.
Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Hermit, the major arcana. And I just have to say I'm struck by how many pentacles we've been seeing recently in this week of January, this true sense of groundedness, of staying connected, of focusing on resources, on career perhaps, on plans, possibilities. So when we see the Page of Pentacles, we see an opportunity here, and really there's a chance for growth, a chance for change. And the change comes by virtue of this desire to learn, this desire to acquire knowledge, to bring something new into your experience. And so here's this page studying the pentacle. And he's probably thinking, I'm going to do everything in my power to learn how to make sure that I have more pentacles, or that I protect my pentacles, that I'm able to flourish and understand how to build this firm foundation or to create stability within my life. So the Page of Pentacles here, it's really about study, and it's about tutoring, and you're tutoring yourself, where you are acquiring the knowledge and something new perhaps that is interesting to you, that provokes the desire for you to want to learn. And so perhaps you're learning how to do your taxes. Maybe they're different from one year to the next. Or perhaps you are, learning a new skill when it comes to sewing, or to studying and playing a more complicated piano piece. So here's the devotion and the understanding that I'm going to work hard. I'm going to put my energies into study. I'm going to learn everything that I can, and it may take some time for me to get there, but I'm going to do what I need to do. There's such a responsible energy here, a dedicated, a devoted energy with the Page of Pentacles. So you may be devoted to something that you want to bring into your life, something new perhaps, something that can lead to management of your resources, your time, your money, your property, whatever it may be. So it plays into this interestingly because of the Ten of Pentacles here in the center. And, tens reflect completion. And here we have the generations at the home front. We have the couple, we have the dogs, we have the patriarch, and we have all of those floating pentacles. Again, a sense of being able to take care of family, of providing for family, of working hard, doing what you need to do in order to secure the home. And there's a focus on resources. There may be a focus on saving money or investing money for your children, for your grandparents, for, a rainy day. This could be something where you're really watching your budget because maybe you're planning a vacation, or maybe you're doing renovations on the house. So you are focused on things that apply to your family, things that apply to the resources of your family. And resources are it's not just money or investments, it's also your time, how you spend your time, how you dedicate and designate the time within your day or your week or your month to minding the home front, to taking care of the home. So many things involved in taking care of a family and taking care of children and elderly parents. It's a lot to think about. And just taking care of yourself is, making sure you pay the bills on time, that you pay the insurance, and all the little things, that you repair what's broken, and tidying up. I mean, there's so much involved with respect to our resources, our family, and the home. So you may very well be studying to improve something that you want to do, but it also could add benefit to the family structure as well. So with this 10 of Pentacles, here we have the 9, the Hermit, which is the 9th major arcana card. So the Hermit here shines his light, and he's looking in the direction here of the family. And you get a sense that he can oversee what's happening in the valley. He's on top of the mountain. He has the vision and can see what's going on. But most importantly, here he has removed himself from others. He's found solitude. He's brought just his walking stick and his lantern to, shine the light on what he needs to think about. So how does this apply to all of us on a typical Wednesday? Well, the Hermit suggests reflection, contemplation, to think about things within your life, to be introspective. And you may be having to meditate or focus on a certain area. Maybe it's your romantic relationship, maybe it's your marriage. Others may be focusing on health, personal growth, spirituality, and others may be focusing on career and how to create more opportunities for you with respect to your career. So this Hermit is giving you permission to withdraw, to find some solitude and to think, to do the deep work within, seeking within, shining that lantern within. And when we do that, we're smarter, we're more aware, and we become more successful in terms of enlightening ourselves. And again, at different points throughout the year, throughout our life, we always have or get a different sense of who we are. We change, we don't stay the same. So our ability to be introspective, to be thoughtful, to meditate, and to consider what's going on is important, because it's your health and it's your mindset. So being on top of this mountain is good because you've taken a step back. You may be taking a step back from some busyness within your life, but it also ultimately, you walk back down the mountain. You re-engage. So take what you learn from this time out for yourself. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself is to meditate, to reflect, to journal, to think about your life, to think about what you need to bring into your life, new experiences, new opportunities, new lessons, new material to study, to adopt. And I think that when you do that, when you're reflective and when you're studious, that can only help the structure of your foundation and of your home. So let's take a look at what we have in terms of numbers. We have 1 and 9 is 10, 10 and 10 is 20, and 20 reduces to 2, and 2 is about partnership. It's about relationships, finding balance, trying to negotiate and to compromise, and to cooperate. And so finally, let me choose an oracle card for an affirmation for the day. Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. So I really like that because healing rifts, when we allow rifts to linger, when we hold on to them near and dear, they perhaps can do more damage than if we release them. I think that when there's a rift, when there's a problem, when there's a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, let yourself react emotionally, and then after that burst, get back into a time when you can maybe ease back into a discussion, a courageous conversation, in order to try to mend that bridge. I think it's a great recommendation. I think everyone should try to at least adopt a time in their life when they feel that they need to make some effort to mend versus to hold grudges or to hold in a pattern of anger or distrust. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles as your awareness. And this is a card of someone who's a hard worker, someone who's very focused on the task at hand of getting it done, doing it in a really solid and super way. So this is a week perhaps where you're focused on work, where you are focused on leading a team or a group. You may be working hard on a hobby or a side project. You may be working hard on a relationship. This is focused, slow-moving, conservative planning and implementing, strategies and steps that are going to help boost your foundation, your money, your resources, your time. He's holding that pentacle and he's looking downfield. He may be assessing what his lands look like. But really at the heart of this Knight of Pentacles, it's someone who is very focused on the details and doing a super job. And if the team isn't helping, the Knight of Pentacles is saying, well, I'll just take care of it. I'll make sure it gets done. So with this awareness of hard work and focus and being very task and goal-oriented, here's the Page of Wands, which is saying we need some excitement here too. And the pages are youthful energy. So whether this is someone that it's in your family, at your work, that you're involved with, there's this youthful energy, which is, we need to have some fun, we need to have some adventure. And what are we going to do that's really great? And he could be saying, gosh, this is drudgery. You're working so hard. Let's have some fun. Don't forget to have some fun. And here's the Knight of Pentacles grinding it out, making things, doing all the work behind the scenes to get it done. And the Page of Wands is like, I'll help too, but I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I really want to have a sense of developing excitement and having new experiences. So whether it's through travel or through activities or through networking or social component, there's a sense of don't forget to live, to have some fun, to take advantage of your energy. Interesting. Okay, so we have, in terms of guidance, the Four of Swords. And with the Four of Swords, this is a message to you to take some time for yourself to rest and to recover. You may be in a challenging situation. You may be working so hard that if you don't watch yourself, it could become an issue. So this is about taking a moment to reflect, to be still, to allow yourself to catch up physically, mentally, and you may need a timeout for yourself. You may need to pull back and require some solitude. Doesn't mean that when we go back to situations that they disappear, but we go back refreshed. We may have a new approach, and this is a really very clear message of recovery, and rest is going to help you. Working could be detrimental, and here's, have some fun and live too, and ultimately incorporate some rest for yourself this week. So then we have the Emperor, and the Emperor brings to our guidance here a sense of, it's really a sense of confidence and making good decisions. He's a leader. He's a wise leader. He has experience. He, more often than not, makes good decisions. And these decisions are for the benefit of everybody in the land. And so the decisions that you make may be impacting your family or your relationship or your coworkers or your if you're the CEO, your business. And this is to be mindful of that we're dealing with structure and organization with the Emperor. He would like it if everybody played by the rules and followed along and showed a sense of deference or obedience. So you could be dealing with someone like this week, or these could be qualities that you need to show, which is leadership and confidence and taking charge and using your experience to make decisions. The shadow side of this would be mindful that making decisions and being inflexible or being rigid and not listening to other ideas is, may not be so thrilling to others. And so just to be mindful of that, to lead with a generous heart, with an open heart. Okay, now we're going to pull for possible outcomes. Ooh, okay. Possible outcomes. Conflict, battling, and you may find yourself in a position where you're having it out with someone. It could be a heated argument. It could be some petty thing, but it's going to be where someone feels that they're going to want to win. And so whether that's you and you're standing here in the green smirking at the people walking away, which is not a really cool or nice thing to do. You could be this fellow who seems to be saying, to hell with it. You can have my sword. This isn't worth it to me. I'm going to walk away from this argument. Or you could be this person here who has his head in his hands and maybe he feels humiliated or shamed. And sometimes people take shots and they embarrass you in front of others. They can be bullies in the workplace or can be bullies in relationships. And again, this is a card of perspective. But this sword, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, obstacles and challenges, and then here, this could very much lead this possible outcome of stress to you and anxiety. This is worry and this is concern. This is concern that keeps you up at night. It's very upsetting. So whether someone is being a jerk to you, I'm not saying it's the Emperor, but maybe there's someone who is being really difficult and making your life miserable. That's a tough situation to be in. The Nine of Swords is really quite a tough card because nobody wants to have that pit in their stomach where they can't sleep, and it's that feeling of woe. And it could be as a result of this power struggle of this person who could be not a very nice person, within a group dynamic. So let me just move these for now. So interesting cards here with the Emperor, very strong personality, a leader, someone who wants things to go a certain way. This idea of work and a lot of work, that rest will be needed, that some fun is needed, and then you possible outcomes of perhaps some type of struggle, some type of argument or conflict. You have to decide who you are and how you're feeling and how this represents your situation, and then worry and feeling upset. Okay, let's choose an oracle card here and we'll see what we have for meditation or focus area for the week. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. So, that's a nice affirmation to think about, focusing on your highest good. Whatever situation, that all the BS and the nonsense and the struggles and the power plays, that if you can focus on what you can do to reach your highest good, and if you cannot let your fear hold you back, easier said than done, but it's a start. And so now let's choose an oracle card for spirit or emotional self. Relationships. Relationships are just mirror images of your own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth. It is. You learn a lot through challenges. You learn a lot through good relationships and bad relationships. And yes, soul growth, even through when your heart is heavy, when you are stressed out and feeling insomnia and worry or concern. And finally, let's choose an oracle card for love. We'll see what the message is. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Unrequited love. Sometimes it's hard to let go of an ideal or a dream or someone that you think that in your heart is right for you, but they don't feel the same way. It's one of the saddest things, I think, in the world, really. It's so hard to watch, and often your friends see, the truth of a matter or the truth of a situation, but we find a way to keep this unrequited love going. And this unrequited love can certainly be a contributing factor to feeling this stress or this worry or disappointment. So today is your new moon, and I hope that you set your intention. I hope that you have a great week. If you found something helpful within this reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, or comment. And have a nice week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.